welcome along and welcome back to Stone Valley. Today we're headed down to the contracting office. They've got some interesting harvesting contracts for us, and we've just finished off a fairly big harvest. And the thing I've learned from that, the thing that really I've taken away, is that we need more harvesters. So what we're going to be doing today is heading down to the contract office. They've got at least 3 harvests for us to do. We're going to get a fairly large amount of equipment, and I'm going to take you through today how to get contracting, or no, actually, but how to get Courseplay working with multiple harvesters so that we can go through and we can get these contracts done a bit quicker. And maybe we'll be able to get this one done in a day, or a couple of these done today, and maybe not, but I really want to go through and get it all set up. I'm hoping we're not going to get dual-wheeled tractors again to do the carting. It's a distinct possibility, but I'd obviously rather not have that. Right, let's go park this out of the way here. And we're going to go and head into the contracting office and see what they have for us. So as I mentioned, we've got several harvesting contracts available here. We've got one in Field 9, which is for sorghum, which is actually really well worth it on the money-wise. This should be worth, an extra 8,000. So we're looking at 33,000 from this. The second one is on Field 6. This is for oats. And again, looking at adding another 5-ish thousand onto the top. And then the third one, looking at these two, we're going to get more out of the one on Field 23. So what I'm thinking is, if we're going to get these contracts, I'm going to get 2 very similar combines. So all of these 3 contracts, in fact, have the same setup. And we want to take the borrowing or the renting of the equipment from the lowest. So I am, that's different. So I am going to borrow the items on the Field 23 contract. I'm also going to borrow the items on the Field 6 contract, and then we're going to accept the Field 9 contract. So that should give us a fairly large amount of equipment to play with. In fact, look at this. 2 very large John Deere combines with header trailers. And yes, we have got the dual-wheeled John Deere tractors. So we've got this weird setup again with these trailers. We're not going to be using all these tractors. We are, though, going to be using both of these combines. So I need to get everything loaded up. I need to get these header trailers with their headers on them, and then we'll be in a position where we can head out. And getting 2 of these working together will just look brilliant. I think all of these are, in fact, going to be wonderful fun to try and get with Courseplay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look at Field 9. We may have to try and get it to ignore... Well, certainly this half of the field will be nice and easy to do. The second half of the field is going to be a bit of a pain. But 23 and 6, I think the combine should be able to handle. 9, though, is going to be really interesting. And we're on the road, leading our 2 combines down here. Hopefully given enough space. Yeah, we've given enough space at the back of the first one for the second one. We are heading out to Field 9, which is just around the corner here. Take a nice wide turn into the corner. Make sure our 2 combines are following behind. Both of them are still following behind fairly well. Looks like this is it. And there's a roadway here. So I'm just going to pull over onto that with the truck and stop the truck here. And I just want to pull forwards. I think we'll try and pull the trailer over to here. Will be our best bet. Pull it between the telegraph poles. And with this field, as I was saying, we are probably going to get this half of the field done without too much problem, and then have to work around doing the second half. We need to pop out and connect up that and that. Start it up at the front and just far enough into the field to get us started. What we need to do next is get a Courseplay course created. We'll do that. Select that, And as we did last time, we've got our field selected and we want to open the course generator. Multiple tools is the thing we're looking at here. We are going to do 2 tools. We are going to do 1 headland as a result. Headland first, turn in the corners clockwise. Okay, that should be fine. We want to do lands. Want that to be 90 degrees. So that has generated a course. And then we have the choice. So we have lane offset here. And we're sending this on the left course. We're going to start the job. And it's actually lifted and gone again. Right. And then I want it to stop. I've got my second harvester here. And what I want to do is go back to the first one. And we've got a copy course. And we should be able to go copy that course. And we want this one to be on the right. First waypoint. And then we'll set both of these off. So nearest waypoint and away you go. And with that giving it a little bit of space to get to the first corner, we then set this off. And once it reorients itself, away we go. And we've got 2 harvesters working. With our 2 combines now working together, I've popped back to the shop and grabbed one of the tractors and trailers. We don't really need more than one, so this is going to be really the only piece of equipment we use to cart today. Both harvesters are getting fairly full, and in fact I think they're trying to maneuver, or one of them is trying to maneuver to unload. So what I'm going to do, yeah, he's definitely trying to maneuver to unload. Yeah, in fact, there we are. It may be that just unloading this will have no problem. I expect this to leave us about 35% to 40% full. In fact, there we go. Empty out the second one, which is similarly in need of doing. Should take us up to about, well, I'd have thought about 80% by the time we've emptied this. I'm expecting the first combine to swing around the corner here. And in doing so, yeah, we should be able to empty out into the trailer anything that is sitting in the combine. The idea behind that is so that I make sure that it is fully empty when it goes to do its cut-in at the end of this first round. And yeah, means that we won't end up having to make it cut in at a weird point. I'm also keeping my eye out for the second combine, which, because of the way that that was all a little bit fiddly, is slightly behind. But it means that we should be able to then go and tip this first trailer full once we have dealt with the other combine as well. And in fact, I think this is going to take me up to just shy of 90% and just top us off along here. Means that we should get a nice full trailer. We can go and tip it all, and the combines can continue on with cutting into the crop. 39,931. I'll take that, but where have we got to take it to? So this particular field, this needs to go to Grain-Rich Valley. Where is that? I think that is Grain-Rich Valley. That's brilliant. That is right beside where we are. Up it goes, in it goes, and tips quickly off this Fleagle to give us a nice big grand total of, here we go, 43% for field 23. We're going to complete field 23 before we complete field 9. That's a little bit of a problem, because it probably means we're going to deliver more for field 23 than we mean to. Now we're into the wider part of the field. The 2 combines are playing a lot more nicely together. We're able to keep them going. Looks like, yeah, this one's doing okay. We're only 30% full on our front combine. Meanwhile, our back combine is only 22% full, which isn't overly surprising because it's a little bit further back. And it's had bits like this where it's not had a full width's worth. Still should be fine. And hopefully we can keep them working well together now. Both combines should finish off roughly in the same space. In fact, this isn't quite going to be the last row for this combine. It is going to go down one more. 40% full with the other combine coming up the other end. So we want to try and grab that. In fact, this is going to be interesting because that combine there, that is about to go up. In fact, no, I think it'll leave enough space. I think this combine will come up the inside and the other one will go up the outside, and hopefully they should avoid each other. But it's one of those things where you're never quite sure, and it could end up being quite tight. And in the instance here, it might mean that, yeah, we have to empty out both combines. In fact, yeah, look at that. So that combine there is just firing along there because it's got nothing to harvest. But it does need to go along that side in order to finish in the right place. So our first combine has finished, needs unloading. There are a few little bits around in these corners that I want to clear up and get sorted, and that is finished. That's the current course. We want to create job. We want to target this field, and you can see the problems this might cause. And we want to open the course generator. Again, I think I might reduce this to 3 rows per land and see if that works. And to my amazement, it's done it. Wow. Let's close course. So it's a bit messy and it's not quite the direction we suggested, but it has actually done it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, start it up. I'm just going to pick up a couple of bits of this on our way. Yep, our start point is exactly over here. So bring this up. Start our header, start our thresher, start our header. Bring this round. And I'm going to cut into the field to get us in. Like that. And in. I'm absolutely amazed that we're actually going to be able to run this with Courseplay, and it didn't crash the game trying to work out this course. That is utterly insane. Right, down we go, and we'll go past the start, and then we'll go nearest waypoint, and away it goes. So now all we need to do is unload this combine, and then we should be able to copy that course, copy this course, copy course, and view it. Yep, that is the right one. So let's go get this combine into place, and then we can go and tip our second load of sorghum. And I want to cut in and get myself online with that. And I'm going to cut a little bit here. But I discovered with the previous one, what I want to do is still set it to first waypoint. But that should start us pretty well going in. And yep, away it goes. And how much does this complete of our contract on 23? 80% delivered now. Of course, we haven't touched the crop on field 23 yet. It's just using this field first to fill that quota, and then when we get to do field 23, it'll then do the quota from there. Something I'm very interested in with this field is whether we're actually going to have enough sorghum off here to complete the contract. Lots of people have told me that fields on this map and contracts on this map have an issue with not having enough crop in order to complete the contract, and my thought has always been that it must be something to do with the number of waterways and roads and things going through a field. And field 9 absolutely is a huge field for that. I mean, we have a massive Great Road going through it, and we have a couple of we have a sort of a forked waterway going through it as well. So very much thinking that if there was going to be a field that was going to be short on the crop we need to complete the contract, this is going to be it. And how much, because we haven't actually delivered any yet, how much would we need to actually deliver for this field? It's looking for 174,200, and we've delivered 74,800, because everything delivered for field 23 at the moment is off here. So yeah, that's quite a large amount. Is that in need of emptying? Yeah, it needs to be unloaded. Is there enough space here to get in here and do that? That might, yeah, that'll be okay. So yeah, we've delivered a fair whack of material. Oh, that's not gonna work. Right, there we go. We're gonna have to pick it up again at the corner. We've delivered what, as I said, 74,000. So that's about half of what we needed for the field. And no, it's not. It's just under half. We're looking basically for another 100,000 liters off here. So that's quite an amount of the other half of this field. Whether it's able to do it or not, I don't know, but we are very much in a position where we're gonna need to in order to complete this. So I'll be keeping a close eye on it. We'll see whether we actually produce enough of field 9 to have completed the contract on here. And if we haven't, then yeah, there's an issue with contracts, harvesting contracts, and roads and waterways and things in the fields. I'm actually quite impressed with how much of the crop in this fairly annoying field this is actually getting. We are covering the vast majority of it. There's a few little bits where it's missed, but in general, I'm pretty happy with the coverage. We are going to just top off this trailer from here. Should help the harvester to cut in with less problems. In fact, there we are. We are 100% full. And then that is, I think, going to drive all the way around the field, right up to the top, so that it can finish that off. I've taken the time down to 1 times because we are getting into the evening. We've got the lights on the harvesters and on the tractor now, and we are going to be losing the light. It's getting a bit darker, so we'll run it at 1 times to finish things off. Should give us plenty of light to finish, and then we won't be sort of driving into darkness and things. But this is doing well, and in fact, another 40,000 liters. This should get us a good way to finishing. There we go. We have transported everything we need to for 23, and this should now tell us that we have transported 12% for field 9. Not bad at all. Where does that leave us for how much we've transported? So we have transport. Yeah, we over transported 2,000 liters to there. So we did 94,000 liters into field 23. And we've done 22,000 into there. So 94 plus 22 is 118. No, 94, 116,000 liters. Yeah, 116. So we should have it. Another 40,000 would be 150. Yeah, would be 156. So that would be enough to complete the contract on this field if we were to get just a single trailer off here. So it looks like this field is easily going to give us enough crop to fully complete this contract. 3 lands seems to be a fairly good fit for using 2 harvesters. It is as we had before, so that takes about 6 rows out with each harvester. And yeah, they are doing really, really well on this setup. Very pleased with how this has all gone. Very pleased the fact that we managed to get Courseplay to work this section of the field. And it's working through it fairly quickly. We have a nicely full harvester again here. We're probably going to end up with a full trailer just off cutting this bit, which is great. This is, yeah, still filling it up. We're going to pick the other harvester up on this row as well. So basically turn around at the end, fill the harvester up, and it should give us pretty much a full trailer. I don't think we're going to be far off. I mean, running with this harvester down here, we are at 40%. So we are looking for 80% overall. And with our second harvester, we're going to hit that 80% easily. We are, yeah, there we go. 32,000 litres, 80%. We are still a little bit shy of overall what we need to complete the contract on this field, but not by much. I mean, we are probably about 6,000 short, 8,000 short. Whoa, he wants us to get out of the way, so we'll back up. And these wide tires on this tractor are an absolute nuisance. But we can get out of the way of that combine, and that one then should head, swing round, and go join the other one to cut in. I want to get another 20% into this, but that should be easy enough with what we have left on this field. Top up the trailer with what we have in Combine 1. And just get this trailer filled up. There's plenty in here. And as I said, we're going to be passing the amount we need. In fact, we've passed the amount we need now in order to complete the contract on this field. More than enough sorghum on here to have done that. And yeah, both combines can now just fill up to complete this. And we know that we've got enough on here. Would be very funny if it went all the way to complete contract on the field on contract 9. The contract on field 9, but we are not going to have enough to do that. Another 40,000 litres is a good amount towards it, but it's not enough to actually complete it. And we're going to have, well, we're going to have over halfway, I think. What we need, 100. I think we need 157,000 litres more, maybe. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, we definitely have had enough off here to complete this. Let's tip this up. And we will give it one more calculation before we complete the field, but I think it's enough to get this contract completed. 35% transported, 111,800 to go, and we did. Actually, you know what? In order for this to actually work, 94,000 litres needs to be what we are short, and we currently. Yeah, we need to deliver another 94,000 litres. So we need to deliver another 10 would be 101. So another 18,000 litres. No, 16,000 litres. So we need 16,000 more litres off this field. Actually, for there to be enough crop on this field to complete this contract. That's not quite as cut and dried as I thought it was. It's the moment of truth. We have 3,800 litres in here. I've already tipped out the remains of what we had in the other combine. Let's get the auger out. I don't really want to hit augers. There we go. Let's see if this will unload. Yeah, there we go. Just put that there. So unload that into the trailer. and turn off the combine. Let's go and have a look. What are we at? 13,901. I don't think that's enough. We need to turn off that other combine. I think that we are short. Let's have a quick look. So 13,000 what did I say? 13,901,000 liters. So remaining, we've got 111,800 liters. So 111,800 liters. We want to take away from that the 92,400 already delivered. And then on top of that, we also want to take away the excess 2,000 liters. That leaves us with 17,400 liters. But we've only got 13,901. So that means that this field is shy 3,499 liters. So yeah, if you've got waterways and roads in the middle of your field for a contract on here, you're gonna need excess from another field. For example, field 23, we're not too bad because field 23 is a nice rectangular field. We're expecting to get a good excess of that. So that will cover the deficiency we have. But these being carved out of the field, those mean that we fall short with a harvest contract. So yeah, good to know. And there we go. That is a definitive answer. And what a perfect place to leave this video. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.